Hello everyone and welcome to Educate 247. This is the seventh lecture in the series on economy and finance MCQs, and today we'll be covering MCQs from 6th to 12th July 2020. This session is important for RBI Grade B as well as SEBI Grade A 2020 examination. Now before moving forward, Educate 247 brings you SEBI Grade A 2020 crash course, which features around 5000 plus MCQs with concise content and live doubt sessions. So you can log on to the website and apply coupon code SEBI to get 1500 rupees off on the course. Now moving on to the MCQs. In which of the following year did the Government of India introduce the equalization levy, which is also known as the Google tax? And the options are A. 2015, B. 2016, C. 2017, or D. 2014. So the correct answer here is B, that is 2016. The government introduced the equalization levy in the year 2016. So the equalization levy has been at 6% since 2016 on payment exceeding 1 lakh a year to a non-resident service provider for online advertisements. It has now become applicable for e-commerce companies that are sourcing revenue from Indian customers without having tangible presence here in the country. The amendments to the Finance Act 2020 had expanded the ambit of the equalization levy for non-resident e-commerce operators involved in the supply of services including online sale of goods and provision of services, with the levy at the rate of 2% effective from 1st April 2020. The tax applies on e-commerce transactions on websites such as Amazon and Google in particular, as the tax applies on advertising revenue earned overseas if those ads target customers in India. The non-payment of the tax could result in a penalty equal to the amount of the equalization levy along with interests, and a late payment would attract interest at the rate of 1% per month or part of the month. Moving forward, the Government of India has inked a pact with the World Bank for how much amount in a bid to support the MSMEs in the country? And the options are A. 550 million, B. 600 million, C. 650 million, or D. 750 million. So the correct answer here is D, that is 750 million. The World Bank announced a 750 million MSME emergency response program to support increased flow of finance to the micro, small and medium enterprises which have been affected due to the COVID-19 crisis. This program will address the immediate liquidity and credit needs of around 1.5 million viable MSMEs to help them withstand the impact of the current shock and protect millions of jobs. This is the first step among a broader set of reforms that are needed to propel the MSME sector over time. As the MSME sector is central to India's growth and job creation, it will be a key to pace of India's economic recovery. Therefore, an immediate need is to ensure that the liquidity infused into the system by the government is being accessed by the MSMEs. The World Bank till date has committed 2.75 billion to support India's emergency COVID-19 response, including the new MSME project. The first 1 billion emergency support was announced in April this year for immediate support to India's health sector. Another 1 billion project was approved in May to increase cash transfers and food benefits to the poor and the vulnerable. Moving on to the next question. According to a recently released report, which of the following state has contributed to the largest e-waste in India? And the options are A. West Bengal, B. Uttar Pradesh, C. Tamil Nadu, or D. Maharashtra. So the correct answer here is D, that is Maharashtra. A record 53.6 million tons of e-waste was generated globally in 2019, but it has been up by 21% in just 5 years, according to the UN Global E-Waste Monitored Report for 2020. With 10.1 million tons, China was the biggest contributor to the e-waste, and the United States was second with 6.9 million tons. India, with 3.2 million tons, was the third biggest contributor. The three countries accounted for nearly 38% of the world's e-waste last year. Among the states, Maharashtra has contributed the largest e-waste of 19.8%, but it has recycled only about 47,000 tons per annum. The global volume of e-waste is expected to reach 52.2 million tons or 6.8 kg per inhabitant by 2021. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following state has become the first one with LPG gas connections in 100% of the households? And the options are A. Kerala, B. Assam, C. Haryana, or D. Himachal Pradesh. And the correct answer here is D, that is Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh has become the first state in the country where 100% households have LPG connections. Under the central government's Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, gas connections were provided free of cost to women of rural areas, whereby 1.36 lakh families of the state were benefited under the scheme. The state government had also launched the Himachal Grihani Suvidha Yojana to cover the left out families in the state who were not covered under the centre's scheme. As per the Chief Minister, around 2 lakh families in the state were provided free gas connections under the scheme. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following mutual fund company has launched voice-based services via Google Assistant? And the options are Bank of India AXA Investment Managers, B. BNP Paribas Asset Management, C. Aditya Birla Sun Life, or D. Axis Asset Management. And the correct answer here is C, that is Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. The company has launched voice-based services. The company has launched voice-based services for its investors with Google Assistant. The voice assistant acts as a 24/7 interface for investors to interact with the fund and to address the various service requests such as portfolio valuations, account statements, capital gains statements, etc. The Google Voice Assistant uses the latest in AI and neuro-linguistic programming to provide a simple conversational experience and provide the relevant solution. Fundhouse also has plans to be soon available on other voice assistant platforms such as Amazon's Alexa and Apple's Siri. The Fundhouse said that it has also implemented various sophisticated technologies based on AI and ML to enhance the experience of an investor's journey. The Fundhouse has launched a host of unique initiatives such as email bot, chatbot, and WhatsApp services for investors and partners, and video eKYC systems that can help onboard users. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following payment bank has launched the Bhavishya Savings Account for minors? And the options are A. Capital Local, B. Fino, C. Paytm, or D. Airtel. And the correct answer here is B, that is Fino. Fino Payments Bank announced the launch of a savings account scheme for minors between 10 to 18 years of age. Bhavishya is a subscription-based savings account which can be opened by paying a nominal account. The bank will initially introduce the Bhavishya Savings Account in UP, Bihar, and MP along with other states. Citing the 2011 census, the bank said that India's population in the age group of 10 to 19 was over 250 million, and in 2021 it is expected to go up. Moreover, than 70% of this population lives in rural areas. This presents a huge opportunity for the rural-based Fino Payments Bank. An easy-to-operate Aadhaar-seeded account will be of great advantage to parents for inculcating saving habits in their children. Also, the Bhavishya Savings Account can be used to get benefits of various government schemes for children, such as scholarship and DBT subsidy amount. Moving on to the next question. The National Skill Development Corporation has partnered with which company to train over 1 lakh youth in India by next year? And the options are A. Google, B. Microsoft, C. Dell, or D. HCL. And the correct answer here is B, that is Microsoft. With a view to transform India into a skilled nation, the National Skill Development Corporation and Microsoft have announced a strategic partnership aiming to provide digital skills to over 1 lakh youth in the country over the next 12 months. Microsoft will collaborate with NSDC's eSkill India portal to provide free access to learning resources and conduct digital skilling awareness drives, equipping the next generation of learners with the skills they need to thrive in a digital economy. As a part of the partnership, Microsoft's Learning Resource Center Learn will be integrated with the eSkill India digital platform to provide access to personalized learning training paths and resources that are in demand in today's economy and are well positioned to continue to grow in the future. These learning paths will cover a broad range of skills from entry-level digital literacy to advanced product-based skills in critical technologies. such as AI and cloud computing. The partnership with NSDC is an extension of Microsoft's global skilling initiative to help 25 million people worldwide acquire new digital skills for the COVID-19 economy. Moving on to the next question. What is the amount which has been approved by the Union Cabinet in case of the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund to provide medium to long term debt financing facility? And the options are A. 3 lakh crore, B. 2.5 lakh crore, C. 1 lakh crore, or D. 1.5 lakh crore. And the correct answer here is C, that is 1 lakh crore. The Union Cabinet gave its approval to Agriculture Infrastructure Fund of rupees 1 lakh crore, which is a new pan-India central government scheme to provide a medium to long-term debt financing facility for investment in viable projects for post-harvest management infrastructure and community farming assets through interest subvention and financial support. Under the scheme, 1 lakh crore will be provided by banks and financial institutions to primary agriculture credit societies, marketing cooperative societies, farmer producer groups, self-help groups, and joint liability groups. The loans will be disbursed in 4 years starting with the sanction of 10,000 crore in the current year and 30,000 crore each in the next 3 financial years. All loans under this financing facility will have an interest subvention of 3% per annum up to a limit of 2 crores. This subvention will be available for a maximum period of 7 years. The credit guarantee coverage will be available for eligible borrowers from this financing facility under the Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises scheme for a loan up to Rs 2 crores. The fee for this coverage will be paid by the government. Moving on to the next question. An MOU has been signed between which organization and SEBI for the data exchange between the two organizations? And the options are A. IRDA, B. SEBIC, C. CRISIL, or D. CBDT. So the correct answer here is D, that is CBDT, or the Central Board of Direct Taxes. SEBI recently signed an MOU with the CBDT for data sharing on automatic and regular basis. The move will ensure that both CBDT and SEBI have a seamless linkage for data exchange. In addition to regular exchange of data, CBDT and SEBI will also exchange with each other on request on suo motu basis any information available in the respective databases for the purpose of carrying out scrutiny or inspection. SEBI and the IT department have been cooperating with each other for a long time for information sharing through various platforms such as Regional Economic Intelligence Committee. However, this MOU is important as it makes information sharing regular and automatic systematically. Moving on to the next question. The Union Cabinet has approved an amount of -1,000 crores for investment in 3 public sector general insurance companies, and the options are A. 10,450 crore, B. 11,450 crore, C. 11,500 crore, or D. 12,450 crore. And the correct answer here is D, that is 12,450 crores. The Union Cabinet had recently approved a capital infusion of Rs 12,450 crores in 3 state-owned general insurance companies to strengthen their capital base and make them more stable. The National Insurance Company, the Oriental Insurance Company, and United Insurance Company will get additional capital for this purpose. While 3,475 crore will be released immediately to the 3 companies, the remaining amount will be infused in 1 or more tranches. To give effect to the infusion, the authorized capital of the National Insurance Company will be increased to 7,500 crore and that of United India Insurance Company and Oriental Insurance Company to 5,000 crore each. The capital infusion into these insurance companies is critical so that the solvency ratio becomes acceptable and meets the criteria of the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. According to the regulator, all insurers need a minimum solvency ratio of 150%. Solvency ratio is a key metric which indicates a company's ability to repay debt. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you and happy learning.